Good afternoon. I am Lance Noel Siray, and I'm here to report about the founding of the Katipunan. As you can see in the first slide, there are the letters K, K, K. So what does this triple K means? The founding of the Katipunan. On July 7, 1892, the Katipunan was assembled upon learning that Dr. Jose P. Rizal was to be deported and that his works were to be banned in the country. The assembly was participated by the members of the La Liga Filipina. The La Liga Filipina is a secret organization founded by Rizal, an organization derived from the La Solidaridad. The location of the assembly was located in 72 Azcaraga Street, Tondo, Manila. The first assembly of the Katipunan was participated by Andres Bonifacio, Judato Arellano, Valentin Diaz, Chidoro Plata, Ladislao Diwa, and Jose Dizon. Few other members attended that were also members of the La Liga Filipina. A little trivia: the La Liga Filipina was a secret organization and was founded by Jose Rizal in the house of Doroteo Onjonco at Ilaya Street, Tondo, Manila, July 3, 1892. The organization derived from La Solidaridad and the propaganda movement. The purpose of La Liga Filipina was to build a new group that sought to involve Filipino directly in the reform government. The League was sought to be of mutual aid and self-help society, dispensing scholarship funds and legal aid, loaning capital, and setting up cooperatives. The League became a threat to Spanish authorities that they arrested Rizal on July 6, 1892. Imagine, Rizal was arrested just 3 days after he founded the secret organization. Thus, when Rizal was sought to be deported, Andres Bonifacio, together with Judato Arellano, Valentin Diaz, Sojoro Plata, Ladislao Diwa, Jose Dizon, and the other members of the La Liga Filipina decided to assemble and this founded the Katipunan. On July 7, 1892, the Assembly founded the kataas-taasang kagalang-galangan ng Katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan with the goal of: first, help the poor and oppressed and to teach them good manners, hygiene, and morality. To develop a strong alliance with each and every Katipuneros. To unite Filipino into one solid nation. To win Philippine independence by means of armed conflict or the revolution. To establish a republic after independence. The Supreme Council of the Katipunan during the first assembly were Judato Arellano as the Supremo or the President, Bonifacio as the Comptroller, Ladislao Diwa, the Fiscal, Teodoro Plata, the Secretary, and Valentin Diaz, the Treasurer. From our knowledge and from what we've heard, we always refer to Andres Bonifacio as the Supremo. But actually, Andres Bonifacio was not the first Supremo of the Katipunan. He was the first Comptroller. The Comptroller was in charge with the monetary or the financial system within the group. So the next or the second council of the Supreme Council of the Katipunan is composed of Roman Basa as the Supremo, which was elected February 1, 1893. The Supreme Council was then composed of Basa as the Supremo, Jose Toriano Santiago as the Secretary, Bonifacio as the Fiscal, Vicente Molina as the Treasurer, and it was on July 5, 1894 that Andres Bonifacio became Supremo, with Santiago as Secretary, Emilio Jacinto the Fiscal, and Molina the Treasurer. Further reorganization in 1896 led to Jacinto becoming the Secretary and Pio Valenzuela becoming the Fiscal. So, how to become a member of the Katipunan? Candidates are brought to a small room decorated with patriotic posters in front of a cabinet draped in black. The candidate was then seated at dimly lit table on which rested a bolo, a revolver, and a set of questions which he must answer to the satisfaction of the member assembled. Here are the following questions that we're going to ask to the new candidate. What was the condition of the Philippines in the early times? What is the condition of today? What will be the condition in the future? So, as you can see in the slide, there is the sample talata wherein the new member will recite as he go through the initiation. I'm gonna read it. Ako ay si, pangalan, nanunumpa sa ngalan ng Diyos na aking gugulin ang aking buhay, ang aking lakas, ang kaunting mga maaasahan sa ay idadamay na lahat ang pagmamahal ko sa aking asawa, anak, magulang at kapatid ay aking igugugol ng lahat alang-alang sa pagtatanggol ng ating inang bayan at sa pagkaapi ng ating lahi sa Sankatagalugan at sa KKKNMANB or kataas-taasang kagalang-galangang katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan. Nanunumpa naman ako sa ngalan ng tunay na Diyos na hindi ako tatalikdan at hindi ko uurungan ni kahit isang hakbang at aking ipapamana sa aking anak at apo na susundin ko na ang walang tutol at pikit mata at sa katunayan aking tatalaanan ng tunay na dugo na manggagaling sa aking tunay na puso. So, then the members were to cut their hands with a scalpel and then do a blood compact. Here's the Katipunan membership classification. The membership of the Katipunan is categorized into three. The first category or the lowest category is the katipon or the member. The member has an outfit of a black hood with triangles of white ribbon which inside of which were the letters Z, LL, B. The Z, LL, B is a Roman equivalence of the letters that compose the anak ng bayan. So this is the Roman equivalent for anak ng bayan. The kawal or the katipon, the member, can be promoted into kawal upon recruiting several new members. The next category is the kawal or the promoted katipon through his diligent recruitment. So, how does the recruitment process of the katipunan is happening back then? So, the first was called the hasik or the triangle method. Members were to recruit two new adherents but would not know each other but only the original members who took him in, thus building a network of triangles. This way, they ensure the growth would be discreet, while all the same time ensure that new recruits would closely adhere to the principles of the Katipunan. So, let's give an example. For example, I am a member of the Katipunan and I am going to recruit two. So I am going to recruit Sindrihas and Timbal. Timbal and Sindrihas knows that I recruited them to be the member of the Katipunan, but they doesn't know about each other. So keeping the recruitment process discreet and same way as I did, they are going to recruit two other members for them to get promoted. But later, the hasik or the triangle method was changed because it was noticed that the membership was quite slow. The membership recruitment is quite slow. So the triangle method provided slow growth, and around 1892 October, it was decided that the members would be allowed to recruit as many persons as they could. I am no longer limited to recruit two new members, but as many as I could get my hands on. So now that I have recruited many, I am now a kawal, a soldier. Before I forgot, the katipon or the member has the password anak ng bayan and has to pay the monthly dues of 1 real fuente, or the old money, or 12.5 centimos or 20 cuatros. The Katipunan membership classification, the Kawal, the second membership category, is translated into the soldier, with the outfit of green hood with a triangle of the lines inside and the triangles were the letters Z, LL, and B. Suspended from the neck was a green ribbon with medal with letter K in the ancient Tagalog script inscribed in the middle. The password for this membership category is Gumburza and has to pay a monthly due of 20 centavos. Of this kawal or soldier may be promoted into bayani upon becoming an officer. The third and final membership classification is the bayani or the patriot. The outfit for the bayani is a red mask with white triangle inside of which was the following letters: KKK or the kataas-taasan, kagalang-galangang, katipunan, and ZLB, which is the Roman equivalent for mga anak ng bayan. Along with his outfit is a red sash with a green border that is worn around his shoulder to his hips. Monthly dues will be paid by the bayani amounting 2 real fuentes of old money or 25 centimos or 40 cuatros. This is the organizational structure of the Katipunan. Though the organizational structure of the Katipunan was constantly flux or it was always changing, it is generally believed that they formed small branches governed by Sangguniang Balangay. So let's move on to the third slide. So this is the Sangguniang Balangay. And these small branches would form large provincial councils governed by the Sangguniang Bayan. All this would be overseen by the Supreme Council of the Katipunan or the Kataas-Taasang Sanggunian, which was composed of the President or the Pangulo, or also known as the Supremo, Secretary, the Kalihim, Fiscal, the Taga-Usig, Treasurer, Tangang-Ingat Yaman, and the 6 councilors or the Kasangguni. The legislative body of the Katipunan was the Katipunan Assembly, and it was composed of the members of the Supreme Council along with the presidents of popular and provincial councils. Judicial power rested on the Sangguniang Hukuman, which were provincial courts that decided on internal matters. However, judgment of grave matters such as the betraying of the Katipunan or committing acts penalized by the organization's law were meted by the Secret Chamber composed of Andres Bonifacio, Emilio Jacinto, and Dr. Pio Valenzuela. So the cry of Pugad Lawin.